Now, in terms of the performance standpoint, the iPad 7th generation has that Apple A10 Fusion chip, a quad-core CPU, and 3 gigs of RAM on each model, where the iPad 8th generation has that Apple A12 Bionic chip, hex-core CPU, and 3 gigs of RAM as well. Now, in my opinion, these two iPads are actually extremely fast. I think the iPad 8th generation is the faster one, it's just a given. Apple actually gave out some things out too. They said it's 40% faster than the previous generation. That's their claim. They said it's 2 times faster in the graphics as well. And I'll definitely tell you the A12 chip was a really, really big step up. I think especially from like an A11, the A12 was extremely fast. Actually, I think the A11 was extremely fast too. But the A12 chip is extremely fast. But I also think the A10 Fusion chip was good enough for the most part. If you're doing a lot of, note taking, if you're doing a lot of document stuff and, writing papers and viewing videos and multitasking and stuff, I definitely do think the iPad 7th generation is still going to do you better. And I think Apple is really focusing these specific iPads on students, and for typical student things, writing notes and filling out documents and submitting papers and web browsing and all that stuff. I think an iPad like this, the 7th generation, would still probably do you really, really good. I think there's not going to be too many problems with it. But if you want a little bit of a faster, not even just a little bit, if you want a noticeably faster experience, definitely going to the iPad 8th generation will definitely do you better, probably in the long run, even in the short term. If you just need a quick device that'll even you want to bring with your MacBook and just have your notes up or something, the iPad 8th generation will probably give you a better experience. Unfortunately, they have the same amount of RAM, which is kind of weird. So if you're trying to multitask a ton of and keep a lot of apps in the background and stuff, most probably, both of these are not going to do you well. The A12 chip will probably do you better though, but still, I'll definitely tell you in terms of performance, expect the iPad 8th generation to be better. That's what I found in my experience, but everyone's case could be different. Maybe you don't even care about the performance. So that's another really, really big thing to keep in mind. I would say, Apple's claim of 40%, maybe, it's about 40%. I didn't measure it, but I would say it's faster and smoother than an iPad 7th generation, in my opinion. So in terms of performance, that pretty much covers it. Now, hitting on the cameras, they're both the exact same sensors. They both have 8 megapixel sensors.